let's have a look at what's making news. Here's Nick Dole.
Fair Work Australia has ordered that the wages of a large number of community sector workers should increase between 19 and 41%.
The decision today by Fair Work Australia is an absolutely fantastic one for us. We got everything we asked for.
Simon, a fair decision?
Look, I think it is. I mean, look, there's no doubt. If you do a fair day's work, you should get a fair day's pay.
Judith's rolling her eyes there, so you go.
I actually don't think you understand this at all, Simon. It's a terrible decision.
The campaign had its foundations in the struggle of women to win an understanding that their work had been undervalued, simply because it was women's work. We pay tribute to the struggle of our sisters and brothers in Queensland, who in 2009 laid the foundations for everything that was to follow.
It all began in Queensland in 2009 when our branch ran a pay equity case. They awarded increase of between 18 and 30%.
Ever since then, the ASU has had our eyes fixed on that light on the hill.
Thousands of protesters have taken to Sydney's streets demanding better pay for women who help society's most needy.
It was all part of a national day of protest aimed at winning equal pay and respect.
It was billed as the biggest day of action on equal pay since the 70s.
Unions say in some sectors women are shortchanged by up to $1 million over the course of their working life.
A pay rally has suddenly transformed into a flash mob style performance at State Parliament.
Probably would have been underpaid $20,000 a year for the last 25 years. That means that I don't have the superannuation that I should have.
How wide is the disparity between men and women pay in the community services sector?
Look, it can be up to 37%. Women in 2010 still don't earn the same money as men do. And the real problem's this: industries that are dominated by women are undervalued.
Welcome to Equal Pay Day.
I love my job, I'd like to stay, but it is really, really hard to make ends meet.
This campaign can be won and will be won collectively. It's time to pay up. No more lip service to equal pay.
The disparity on average for women is 18%, a gender pay gap. In the community sector, it's up to 37%.
This week, the ASU lodged a landmark case with Fair Work Australia, seeking to lift the pay of more than 200,000 workers by 25%.
I want to be paid fairly and equitably.
We love our job, but we don't want to go anywhere else, but, you know, we struggle to pay the bills that we have to pay.
These workers were told that they could never win and they should give up. These comments never weighed them down, nor undermined their determination.
But the case is facing outright opposition. The Australian Federation of Employers and Industries, which represents employers in the community services sector, says the low wages have nothing to do with gender.
For over 3 years, week in and week out, we took our fight to the community, to the media, to our parliaments and to the streets.
Our members have fought long and hard. They have rallied, they've sent kisses.
We've been dancing for equal pay, flash mobs outside MPs' offices and in State Parliament. We've been bringing together workers in the sector, employers in the sector, peak bodies, asking for our sector to be valued.
Today, Fair Work Australia, the nation's pay umpire, if you like, formally ruled that in some cases women get paid far less than men simply because they're women.
Like tens of thousands of community and social workers, Margaret Gleeson's job is helping others. Today, those workers were the ones getting the support.
It's an historic decision for women workers generally.
So today, it's with very great pleasure that I welcome the Prime Minister of Australia, Julia Gillard.
today the Australian Government will join with the Australian Services Union. Together, we will argue for rates of pay that fairly and properly value social and community sector work. This should deliver pay rates comparable to those awarded by the Queensland Industrial Relations Commission. The federal government will clearly state that we'll fund our share of the pay rises which flow from the
Many people said along the way that it won't be possible, that they'll never agree to those pay rises. It's too much money. Well, I suppose they were wrong.
This campaign could never have been won in a court or in Parliament. It was won by everyday Australians who believed their cause was just and who were willing to do whatever it took.